Yeah, what was our discussion last time? Time value of money, right?
Yes,
Yes, sir. Future value, present value. We discussed it.
Can you see this Excel file?
Yes, sir.
yes, sir.
Any question that you have? Any question?
Recording in
Any
progress.
question you have? Do you have any question now? Okay, that day I think in your section we did unable to answer one thing. Okay, we have discussed like future value and present value, right? Two things we have discussed now. So in here ordinary annuity and annuity due. Ordinary annuity क्या होता है? What exactly? Ordinary annuity
given at the end of the year.
and
End of the
yeah. So I think in future value, generally future value annuity case with annuity. Okay, let's see one example. I forgot to mention one formula that I made. Yeah, so for example, suppose you are depositing 12,000 rupees yearly for 15 years at the interest rate of 12% per annum. What is the amount at the end? Okay. So in this case, what exactly that's given? You are depositing 12,000 yearly for 15 years at the interest rate of 12% per annum. What is the amount? So this is PMT is given. PMT is 12,000. 12,000. Then the R is 12%. Then N equal to 15 years, right? So we need to find out how much is the future value. So here the future value is EMT multiplied by this is called 1 plus R. Okay. 1 plus R to the power n minus 1 divided by R. Oh, sorry, 1 plus R to the power n minus 1, yeah. 1 plus r to the power n minus 1 divided by r. Okay. So this 1 plus r to the power n minus 1 divided by r. This is the table value. Can you please see the table value? How much that's given? Table number 2. That is 15 years, 12%.
37.280.
37.280.
280.
Okay. So our future value will be simply that 12,000 into this one. So 4,47,370. Okay. Sorry, 360. So this table value we can calculate also. This table value you can calculate that 1 plus r to the power n to the power n.
Sir, that is whole divided by r or to the power n minus 1 by r?
That's the whole divided by r.
Okay.
So this is 37.27971 actually. So this one is multiplied by 12,000. So that's given 447,356.6. So to calculate by Excel way of calculation, so Sam will get rate, number of years, then one is PMT is this one, then this one is 0. So 447,356.58. Is it done? Everybody understood this part? So this one is if your PMT is there, how to get that your table value. Instead of using your table value, you can use this formula for calculating the table value, annuity table value. So this thing we missed last time. Okay. So this is about your annuity. This is annuity, ordinary annuity, right? This is ordinary annuity. And if you calculate the annuity due, what we do generally? Annuity due
So into 1 plus r.
Into 1 plus r. Into 1 plus r is this one. So the table value becomes this. If you calculate this one multiplied by the table value, 50,000, 5,01,039. Okay. If you do in Excel, that rate is there. In Excel, what we'll do? How we'll do that?
Input 1 instead of 0.
Very good. Okay. So instead of 0, we will put 1. So that's same. Okay, 5,01,039.37. So this is annuity due case and this is ordinary annuity. The similar kind of thing you can do in present value. Okay. So for example, I'll see one example here. You are receiving 10,000 per year, for 12 years. If your opportunity cost 13%, how much you are ready to receive today? Okay, how much you are ready to receive today? So in this case also, that PMT is 10,000. Okay, and number of years is, that is 12 years, and this is 13% is R. So we need to find out the present value. How much is the present value? So can you please tell me that the present value here equal to PMT into that is 1 minus 1 plus R to the power minus n, okay, divided by R. 1 minus 1 plus R to the power minus n divided by R. This is the case. So the table value here is 1 minus 1 plus R to the power minus n divided by R. This is the table value. Can you please see and tell me 13%, 12 years, how much is the table value?
$25.650.
25.650 table value. So if you calculate the table value like this, 1 minus 1 plus 13%, okay, to the power minus 12 divided by this one. So 5.
Sir, they have seen the present future value table. In the present value annuity, it is different, the value.
Tell me.
So 5.918.
5.918. Yeah, I have calculated like this. 51918. Okay. So by putting your table value, this multiplied by this one is getting 59,180. So this one is multiplied by 10,000 is this 59,176 actually. If you follow the Excel formula, okay, present value. So rate is 13%, 12 years. Present value is this one. Okay. So same 59,176.47. So this one is ordinary annuity. And in annuity due, the value will be how much? Simply multiply with 1 plus R. So this table value multiplied by 1 plus R. That is the table value. So that multiplied with your this one. So if that is beginning of the year, then the amount will be 66,869.41. So in Excel also, if you calculate, so 13%, 12 years, okay, this is 10%, then that is 0, and here we put 1. So the value will be 66,869.41. Both are same. All are getting me? Hello?
Yes, sir.
So this is the way manually as well as by the help of your Excel you can calculate. Is it okay with everybody? Anybody is having any question so far? Shreya, Sarkar, Sambita,
Yes, sir, clear.
Ashok, anybody is having Aliva, Tisri, or Pita? Anybody is having any query? Any doubt?
No,
So
sir.
this is the simplest way of calculating present value and future value, that is for single sum as well as for annuity. Let's see today that loan amortization. I have shared with you some examples. Did you get that? In Excel file, I have shared some examples of this time value of money.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
So
sir.
please practice those things as well as from your book that you practice. Suppose you might have those who have taken loan, housing loan or personal loan. Generally, the bankers they give you a schedule, loan amortization schedule. So how that loan amortization schedule is prepared, let's see. Okay, and how that EMI is calculated. Let's see. Suppose you have taken a loan of 15 lakhs. 15 lakhs loan for suppose 12 years. Okay. 11% interest rate. How much? We'll see first yearly, then we'll convert that one into monthly. How much yearly, okay, installment you are supposed to pay. Okay. So what are the things that's given here? Please tell me. What are the things that's given here?
Rate of interest,
amount.
time period.
Rate of
Loan
interest. Loan amount is what? Loan amount is, this is called what? Future value, present value, PMT, what? Present value, very good. So this is given as present value is 15 lakhs. Okay. Then the rate of interest is how much? 7%. The number of years of my loan is how much?
12 years. 12 years.
What we need to find out?
Future value. No, sorry.
Installment.
Monthly installment,
PMT.
yearly installment.
PMT.
Yearly installment.
Yearly installment. That is called what?
PMT.
EMT. Very good. So P is the installment. We call it EMI or EYI. Equated yearly installment. Here, not monthly. That is equated yearly installment. Okay. So how to find out that one? In your formula that you know, present value equal to EMT, okay, multiplied by which one? In present value case, that is 1 minus 1 plus r to the power n to the power minus n divided by r. Just now we did this one.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So 1 minus 1 plus r to the power minus n, okay, divided by r. This one is equal to present value, and this is the table value. 1 minus 1 plus r to the power minus n by r is the table value. Put the values here. Let's see. Present value equal to 15 lakhs. Okay. This equal to PMT means, let's take it x. Multiply by the table value. Can you please see the table value and tell me? Last table.
6.49. 6.20, sir. 492.
492.
Yes, sir.
492. Okay. Then simply we can find x equal to what? 15 lakhs. 15 lakhs divided by 6.492. So my PMT or annuity, that is equivalent to 2,31,053. Everybody got it? This is the way, manually if you are doing. If you are doing Excel wise, there is a formula, PMT formula. So rate is 11%, period is 12 years, okay. Here the present value is 15 lakhs, future value is not there. And it is expected that end of the year. So 2,31,040. Why 40? Because this table value is not exact one, correct one. Let's see, calculate the table value. 1 minus 1 plus, okay, r to the power minus this one divided by this one. So the exact table value is this. Then what we'll do is 15 lakhs, this 15 lakhs divided by this table value is given the exact amount as per our Excel. 2,31,040.93. All are getting me or not? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
So
sir.
this is equated yearly installment that you are going to pay. How that schedule is prepared? Let's see. So this is 0, this is 1, this is 2. How many years? 12 years. Okay, 12 years. So this is 12 years. Okay. So this is my yearly this thing. If we calculate this one monthly, just let me tell you, monthly if we are calculating, what we'll do is this rate divided by 12, this period multiplied by 12, all of the things are same. Monthly amount will be 18,803.3. If you want to pay monthly at this interest rate, you're supposed to pay 18,803 monthly. Is it okay? Or I hope that everyone followed me this part. Simply you divide and multiply by 12. So we are going by yearly amount. So my this one will see that interest part how much? Principal repayment how much? Then we'll see how much is your outstanding balance. Outstanding balance is how much? We'll see. That will make us. So my outstanding balance here is 15 lakhs because initially I have taken. From this year onwards, my EMI is going to be this amount. My EMI will be this amount and this one will be same for all years. All years my EMI amount will be the same. That is not going to change. In the first year itself, okay, how much is the interest part? Interest will be calculated on the original amount. So interest amount is alone 1,65,000. Then my principal amount that I repaid is the difference. And this amount will be, okay, my principal outstanding will be this. Everybody understood this? So this amount, what we'll do is we will fix it. Fix at the time. The amount is fixed. Okay. Second year, my interest will be this one. Okay. With the same amount, with the same interest rate. So what we'll do is, इसको कर दो, सबको एक ही बार काट देते हैं. ये देखो. So this one is 0. At the end, my amount balance will be 0. This is called loan amortization schedule. This is called loan amortization. So every EMI is having two parts. One is interest part and another one is principal part. Okay, and we are getting the outstanding balance. Yeah, Ashish. Ashish, tell me, what's your question?
No, sir. I don't have that.
Anyone is having any question, any clarification of one?
Sir, how do you calculate?
Sir, can you again?
Please repeat this. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes. Sir.
Couldn't get that in the middle.
So 1 year after another, let me see. Because you see, this part is same, because that's why that is called your EYI. Every year my EMI is going to same. Every year's EMI has two components. Always please remember. One is interest component, one is principal repayment. Okay. So in the first year, if you see, my interest will be calculated on the original amount. I have borrowed 15 lakhs. On this, the amount is this. But I paid this amount. So interest part is this. The rest amount is my principal repayment. So from the original 15 lakhs, how much principal I paid? 66,000 only, 66,040 rupees. So remaining is my outstanding balance for first year end. At the end of first year, my remaining loan amount will be this. Similarly, on this amount, the second year interest will be calculated. So this second year interest, you see, first year outstanding multiplied by the interest rate. Then again, in second year, I paid the same amount, but the interest amount is reduced. As you go on nearer to your expiry, nearer to your period, then the interest amount will reduce. You see here, interest amount is getting reduced. But my EMI is same. So my principal amount is going up. So second year, you see, this is my interest. So the rest amount is my principal. So earlier my outstanding was this. Second year I paid this amount. So how much is the balance? Balance is reduced. Likewise, I calculated every year. So third year again, interest will be calculated on this amount. Then this minus this will be this amount. Then this amount minus this amount is my principal outstanding. Likewise that. Okay. So as you go on towards your end, your principal repayment will be much higher. But your interest payment will be lower. So that leads to zero down to your net balance. So at the end of 12th year end, so you don't have anything to repay. Money is repaid. That's why that EMI is there. Everybody understood this or not? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Abhi Chatterjee, Bhaskar.
Yes,
Any
sir.
difficult- Understood? So this is called loan amortization or loan amortization schedule. For every loan, the bankers they generally hand over this schedule to you, right? That's the kind of thing which is used in time value of money. Another very important thing let's see is called your NPV. NPV, IRR, XIRR. These three things we'll discuss now. Okay.
Someone want to pay that money before 6 years, then how
Very good.
can you calculate that?
Before 6 years. Okay.
Before
Somebody,
6 or 7, before 10 years, like 7 or 6.
any one particular time, you will have, suppose, say for example,
6. For 6
suppose at the end of this year,
Yes.
end of 6th year, you want to repay your total dues. So you repay how much the banker will tell you, calculate and tell you that you have an outstanding amount of 9,77,427. So you pay this amount and your loan will be completely paid. That will be zero.
So the interest will remain same. The interest will not reduce.
The question here is that if you are paying at the end, suppose on 31st December, your loan balance is this. On that day, if you are paying, okay, then you need to pay this amount. But suppose you are after 15 days, you are going to pay. So if you are paying after 15 days, for that 15 days, the interest will be calculated. Are you getting my point? 6th year has been completed, but in the 7th year beginning, after 1 month or after 15 days, you want to repay the full due. So for that 15 days of that year, you need to pay the interest on your outstanding balance. That means on this amount, suppose you are after 15 days you want to pay. So how much is the interest amount? The interest amount will be, okay, this one multiplied by, okay, multiplied by 11%, okay, 11% divided by 365 days, 365 multiplied by, suppose you 15 days. So that means this amount will be your extra. 4,418 rupees. So this amount plus this amount you will have to pay and total repayment will be done. Are you getting me, Ashish?
Yes.
So this is the way that calculations are done. Okay. Now we see NPV IRR, which is our corporate finance kind of your stuff that we need. So let's see. Suppose I am just writing one example. The firm, okay, is planning to buy, okay, MCN costing suppose 1,50,000. 1,50,000. Okay. Now, the machine is expected to continue for next 8 years and can generate 26,000 yearly as income. Okay. Should you recommend to buy the machine? This is the thing. So, what is the cost of the machine? Cost of the machine.
1,50,000.
Okay, and the period is here. How many years that is expected to run?
8 years.
8 years. So this is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. These are my number of years. What I'll do here is cash flow. What are my cash flows? Now I need to put 1,50,000 as investment. If I am putting this one, then every year I am going to get 26,000 as inflows. Okay. So this is cash outflow, and these are my cash inflows. In future, my cash inflows are yearly cash inflows are like this. Yearly cash inflows are like this. Okay. Should you recommend to buy the machine? Okay. If the opportunity cost to nifty cost is 9%. So the rate here is, Okay, 9%. The period is 8 years, rate is 9%. So how we are going to decide whether to go for this or not? When he is taking the decision?
Sir, when the total cash inflow is more than total cash outflow.
The decision is taken now. Okay, taken now. But decision is taken now. Cash outflow, okay, cash outflow is now, but cash inflows in future. Are you getting my point? Now I am putting, if I am putting now 1,50,000, then only I will be getting these things out for 8 years. So this is a decision is taken now for my future outcomes. Future outcome is my cash inflows that's going to come for next 8 years. So in this case, the decision is based on NPV, net present value. That's called NPV, net present value. Okay. If net present value is positive, accept. Okay. If NPV equal to negative, reject it. That is the decision. So NPV is calculated now. NPV now. How much now? That we need to calculate. So NPV means net present value. So first we need to find out the present value. At what rate? What is the rate of calculating the present value?
9%.
9%.
So we'll have to first try to see what I am doing here. Discounting factor. Present value means discounting. Discounting factor we need to find out. Okay, discounting factor. So discounting rate is 1. Discounting rate is 9%. That's written here. This is called discounting rate. This is discounting rate. So every year, can you please see that one in your table? For 1 year, 9%, what is the value? Present value. First table you see. Second, third table. Third table you see please. 1 year, 9%.
So 0.917.
917.
0.917. So let's calculate accordingly. That I have already told you, present value equal to future value divided by 1 plus r to the power n. Okay. So that you know, right? Present value equal to future value into, okay, 1 by 1 plus r to the power n. ये मालूम है कि नहीं? ये है ना?
Yes, sir.
Present value into 1 plus r to the power n. So let's see, calculate that factor. Factor means that table value. I am calculating this table value. 1 by, okay, 1 plus 9%, okay, to the power 1. So you are getting the same amount. You see, table value is this. I also calculated this. What I will do is I will fix this one. इसको fix कर देते हैं, dollar sign देंगे. Okay. So if you fix this one, then every year I can get the value. You can check this one in your table also. Table में तुम देख सकते हो. क्या तुलसीता तुम हंस रहे हो?
Sir, I got the trick, that's why, sir.
Oh, you got the trick. Very good.
Yes, sir.
Very good. So these are the factors. Then what you do is we need to calculate the present value, each present value. So this one multiplied by the factor. Simple factor. That means what? The money that you are getting after 1 year, how much will be the value today? Money that you are getting after 8th year, how much is the value today? 8 साल के बाद अगर तुम 26,000 तुमको मिल रहा है, उसका वैल्यू आज है 13,048 rupees today at the rate of 9%. So these are nothing but my present values, today's value. Then what I'll do? Sum total of all these. Sum total of all these. This is called what? Sum of the present value. Sum of the present value. Sum of the present value. Then my NPV will be how much? NPV will be NPV equal to sum of the present value minus sum of the present value of cash outflow. Sum of the present value of cash inflow minus sum of the present value of cash outflow. In formula wise, if you do, okay, sum total, I'll insert here a sum total figure. Sum total. Okay, sum total of the CF divided by 1 plus R, 1 plus R to the power n, okay, minus cash outflow, present value of cash outflow, The outflow means O means outflow. So this is not NPV. Okay. So now we calculate the NPV now. So NPV equal to here sum minus के जगह प्लस कर देंगे because यहाँ पर माइनस वो है already. So this is negative NPV. So what will do?
Reject.
Reject.
This one. Is it understood by all of you? Similarly, say for example, I'll suppose we need to change this one to, suppose say for example 40,000 rupees. Every year you are getting 40,000 rupees. Automatically you see NPV is 71,392. Automatic. So this is the way the NPV is calculated. Net present value calculation. Any doubt anybody is having? Any doubt? Anyone? Net present value. This is most of the cases in corporate finance we use NPV, net present value. The concept हम capital budgeting के time में again we'll discuss that. I think that Bira sir is going to take post midterm. He is going to discuss that. So this net present value is very much useful in capital budgeting decision. This is the way that is calculated. If I'll ask you one question, suppose not necessary that in all cases that only initially you will have to put money and subsequently you will get back your return. Maybe it is possible that subsequently, suppose again we put money here in the beginning, again at the end of, suppose your 4th year, again you are putting 50,000 rupees. What will do? Again here you are putting again 50,000 rupees. How to calculate then NPV? How to calculate NPV? Who can say? Please raise your hands. Raise your hand, please. Try. A week has raised hand. Anyone else? My question is, if suppose 2 times there is a cash outflow, beginning and 4th year. Abhi, tell me.
From the 5th year onwards, we'll have to add the 50,000 extra, and from that year, 50,000 extra, and the discounted factor for that will start from again from.
No, that's not the way. Sambita. Sambita also raised hand.
End of the season, when we calculate the sum of total outflow, at the time we will add the 50,000.
Sorry, what?
Sir, in the end, at the time of calculating, the outflow calculating, we will add the 50,000 with the 1,50,000.
Matlab that is 2 lakhs.
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's not the case. Yeah, then that is.
Yes, sir. We are calculating the 1,50,000 for 4 years. Then we are adding for 50,000, and the 40,000 minus 50,000, like 10,000. We add.
No, Aliva.
So we will subtract the 50,000 also while we are calculating the NPV.
Means from this one you will deduct 50,000.
No, sir. So the way we calculated it will remain the same, but at the end we will subtract 50,000 also, as we subtracted 1,50,000.
No. Nirvan. Tell me.
Sir, for the 4th year, can we say that the cash flow is actually minus 10,000? So for that year, it will be minus 10,000, and the next consecutive year, it will remain the same.
But
Or we can,
that will not give the correct answer, and again also conceptually that is wrong, because these are my cash inflows generated from the project, and this is my further investment. These two. Simplest way. That's why I have written knowingly. You see here, NP equal to sum of the present value of cash inflow minus the sum of the present value of cash outflow. That I try to mark this point. Sum of the present value of cash inflows minus sum of the present value of cash outflow. So what you will do is, ये जो 50,000 है, इसका present value हम निकालेंगे यहाँ. If this amount would have been invested today, how much could have been invested? That means 4 years. So 4 years का present value कितना? Let's see. Okay. So this 50,000 multiplied by 4 years factor. Okay. So the amount is 35,421.261. This is the present value of that 50,000. Then this one is already present value, because today we are investing means that is present value. So combined together is becoming how much? 1,50,000. Okay. Plus this one. This became my present value. Present investment. 1,85,441. So this amount will be deducted. This amount will be deducted. This amount will be deducted. Which amount? This amount will be deducted from this. So my net present value became 35,971. Anirban, tell me.
sir, but then in this way, the 50,000 that I will invest in 4th year, that is not scheduled. Like in some cases, if we take some case, for the I have scheduled, I will pump in 1.5 lakhs of cash into this business for this specific machine, and then after 4 years I have to again pump in 50,000, but that is not scheduled, sir. So then at the starting point at 0th year, when I will be calculating, then I have made a wrong decision
That's why, you are right. That means you are saying, suppose today, since I am taking a decision, I don't know how much money that I am going to put at the end of your 4th year. So if that is already been settled, then in this way that I will calculate. That you are saying, right? If that is already from the origin Okay, if that is already been settled, then I'll calculate accordingly. That you are saying.
Yes, sir. But
So
means
if suppose by chance that investment happened, then how you are going to do? By chance, if you are investing that one, because the possible investment, because you see, I'm going to take a call today. I cannot wait till the end of 4th year to take a call. Today I am going to take a call. Okay. So if this kind of investment will happen, then how much my net cash flow will be today? Net present value will be today. On the basis of that calculation, I am taking a call whether I'll accept this or not. Okay. Future maybe my expected cash inflow 40,000 may be becoming 20,000. Who knows? Okay. So because of some kind of uncertainty, maybe this 40,000 may become half. Okay. In that case, I will be a loser. Are you getting my point? But since today I am taking a decision, the possible kind of investment, is there any possibility of investment at the end of your 4th year? Suppose 4th year is a crucial time where partly I have invested today and I am planning to invest at the end of your 4th year again. So if that amount is there, then you then and there. Now you have to incorporate that one in my decision making. Otherwise, I'll put that as a zero investment.
so means basically you have to take some provisions before
Yeah,
investing.
that's true. Because that's true. Because otherwise, how I am going to take a call today that whether to accept or not? That all kind of your possibility I'll have to incorporate. Yeah, Ashish, tell me.
So I will come back to the 0th year. So we can do it like present value of 1,50,000 plus the 50,000 for 4th year.
Now that we are doing, na? Present value and this one.
No, so in 4th year, in 4th year we can calculate directly, no, sir, 50,000 plus 1 lakh.
No, in that case, you are shifting your decision to 4th year, isn't it? You are shifting your decision to 4th year. You are not taking the decision today. So in that case, what will happen is this 1,50,000, I will calculate the future value. That is not practically, that's not happened actually. Why should I shift that one? I'll have to take a call now. Okay. So I'll have to take a call now whether to put my money or not. That's the decision. Okay, this is one example. We'll remove this one for we have calculated this. Okay, I'll just show you what we have done. I'll show you how in Excel we can calculate. How in Excel, by using Excel formula, how directly we can calculate the NPV. Let's see. NPV can be calculated directly. There is a formula, but that formula is, we need to revise that one. NPV, rate is 9%. Rate is 9%. Take these values, positive cash inflows. All values. All values. Add it with cash outflow. Add it with the cash outflow. This figure. This figure. Only one figure we have taken. Yeah, 71,392.76. You see here? So directly we can calculate also this NPV. Directly we can also calculate. This is the way. Rate, then all cash inflows, then cash outflow. Directly we can calculate. So this is the way the NPV is calculated. Another is IRR. This is a very interesting concept called IRR. Suppose, for example, this 9% is not given to you. Okay, you don't know what is 9%. Your cash inflows are like this. Inflows are like this and your outflow is this. I'll ask you, what is the rate of return that you are getting? This type of cash flows. Initially, you are putting 1,50,000 and every year you are getting 40,000, 40,000. How much is the rate of, just like you are investing in a some kind of your LIC kind of your arrangement that you need to put 1 lakh rupees today and for next 10 years, the company is going to give you 15,000 rupees every year. So immediately, okay, you will ask, what is my rate of interest? What is my rate of interest? The same thing is here. If you are putting 1,50,000, every year you are getting 40,000. How much is the internal rate of return? That's IRR. Internal rate of return. That's called IRR. How much is internal rate of return? Can anybody tell me? How much return that you got?
0.26.
26%. 26%.
26.
26%. Okay, let's see. I don't know. We'll calculate. Simple way of calculation is IRR. सबको select कर दो. कितना दे रहा है? 21%, not 26%. 20.78%. IRR, internal rate of return. IRR is the rate, try to understand. IRR is the rate which makes the NPV zero, equal to zero. NPV equal to zero. If we calculate the NPV in this rate, let's see. NPV हम calculate करते हैं ये rate पे क्या मिलता है देखते हैं. Rate is this rate, IRR rate, and all cash flows are like this. All cash flows are like this. Okay, then we'll take this one. This is zero. This is NPV. NPV equal to zero. At this rate. The rate which makes the NPV zero is called IRR. Understood, Aliva? Confused?
Yes, sir. Can you please repeat?
The rate which makes the NPV zero, okay? That means, what does it mean? IRR case, IRR rate में क्या होता है? Equal to sum of the present value of cash inflow, I am writing, is equal to sum of the present value of cash outflow. Both are same, break even. How much I am investing, I am also getting the same. So what is the rate? If my investment and my income both are same, what is the rate that I am getting? That is called IRR.
Yes, sir.
Everybody understood this or not? The rate which makes the NPV zero, because NPV अगर positive है, that means we will accept. NPV positive कब होता है? When the NPV is positive. When the
Inflow is more than
Inflow is more than outflow.
More than outflow.
the value of inflow is more than the outflow. Okay, so in that case, your NPV is positive. When the NPV is negative, means my present value of cash outflow is more than the cash inflow. In that case, that's negative. Okay, so in that case, you will find that the rate is different from your IRR rate. So we are saying internally generated return, internal rate of return. Internal rate of return means, okay, if at all I am getting the same cash flow that I am putting, then what is the return? So if here the return is 20.78, okay, then I have to compare this IRR rate. Always please remember, for decision making, under IRR, okay, the IRR rate is compared with the minimum rate, okay, or the opportunity cost, or the opportunity cost of the farm. So if IRR rate is greater than opportunity cost, okay, then accept. Otherwise reject. So here you see the opportunity cost is how much?
9%.
And IRR rate is how much? IRR rate is 20.78, much higher. So accept. This project will be accepted. Accepted. Because the IRR is much higher than the hurdle rate, opportunity cost. So if the insurance company is saying you put 1 lakh and will give 15,000 rupees, in that case you calculate the IRR. If the IRR is more than your expected return, then you accept that proposal, otherwise you reject. I hope that everybody understood this part. Another one is very interesting is XIRR. This NPV IRR will be discussed again. Okay, only for time value purpose I just included this. XIRR case mein, this is very much useful in case of your mutual fund SIP. In case of mutual fund SIP, you will find they generally advertise. This is the XIRR. XIRR means extended internal rate of return. Extended internal rate of return. Because suppose for a particular period, many people they invest, also withdraw money from the mutual fund. Say for example, let's put the date. January 31st, 2007. This is one date. With this, suppose I am adding 90 days. 90 days mein add kar raha hu. Okay, so these are my dates. That's coming. Okay. So in the past, my SIP is suppose say for example 10,000 rupees is my contribution. So for several years I contributed this amount. Then all of a sudden what I did is that 26,000 I withdraw. Then again I am putting 10,000. Then again I am putting 10,000. Okay. Again what I do is I again withdraw 15,000. Again I am putting 10,000. So that means my cash inflow, cash outflow is continuously that's happening. Again I am putting 10,000. Again here I withdraw 12,000. Again this fund value is giving me as 30,000 fund value. This is suppose this is my cash flow. This is the date. Okay, date of my cash transactions. And this is cash flows. Sometimes positive cash flow, sometimes negative cash flow. So in this case, what I'll do is I'll calculate how much is XIRR. Values, all these my values. And these are my dates, different dates. So my this one is giving me a negative return of 7.43%. This is called XIRR. What is the major difference between XIRR and IRR? In case of IRR, the cash flows duration is same every year, 12 months. Okay, but in case of XIRR, my cash flows duration is not same, may not be same. Okay, these dates may be different. This date, you see, amounts are different. These dates you can change because every year is or every month is not 30 days. So timing is different. The gap between one cash flow and another cash flow is different. So in this case, IRR is not appropriate. Therefore, in all mutual fund cases, you will find they generally showcase the XIRR, extended IRR. That gives a clear-cut picture. If somebody is withdrawing as well as depositing, and at the end some value is there, okay, then how much is the amount that he is having? What is the return that he is getting? Is it okay? Everybody understood this part?
Yes.
Any difficulty anybody is facing? Who are completely silent, or are completely silent, and only you are listening to me. तुम भी कुछ सुनाओ, तुम लोग भी कुछ सुनाओ. So this is called extended part. So there are several kind of examples that I have included in that Excel sheet. Please see those things. These varieties of things that is here. Another very useful thing is called your CAGR. What is the CAGR? CAGR.
Compound annual growth rate.
Compounded annual growth rate. This is very much useful for anybody who is there in the business. So for example, HUL sales. HUL का sales suppose हम देखते हैं. Okay, sales figure. Suppose in 2000, let's say 2014. In 2014, the total sales figure was, for example, 12,000 crores. By the time you reach 2021, that became, say for example, 38,000 crores. Okay, so this is how many years? 7 years. Okay, 7 years period. So in 7 years period, this is your sales figure, only sales figure. Similarly, profit figure or cost figure, right? So if I'll ask you, what is the growth of sales year-wise for HUL from 2014 to 2021? How much? What is the growth rate of sales? What is the growth rate of sales every year? Year-wise. Can anybody just try and tell me? This is the beginning and this is the end. Generally, CAGR is equal to end value divided by beginning value to the power
1 by t minus 1.
1 by n minus 1 minus 1. This is the way that is calculated. So let's see, calculate 38,000 divided by beginning, okay, to the power 1 by, that is how many? 7 minus 1, 6. Okay. Minus 1. 38.27%. So yearly CAGR is this one. CAGR is 38.27%. End value by beginning value to the power 1 by n minus 1 by minus 1. CAGR of any variable. In media you might have seen, okay? So they then analyze on the basis of CAGR. CAGR is a very common terminology that is used. CAGR rate. That's a rate. Another thing is used is effective rate of interest. Effective rate of interest. Say for example, there are two bank A, bank B, bank C, bank D. These are banks. So your present value is, okay. So now you are investing present value, investing 10,000 in all cases. 10,000 in all cases. 10,000 is all cases. Suppose rate is all cases, that is 8%. All are offering 8%. All are offering at 8%. Okay. Then if this is cumulative. Frequency. Frequency is 1 year. This is 2 years. This is quarterly. This is monthly. Monthly compounding. Can you quickly tell me the future value? Future value. First one is future value how much? First one future value is how much? Calculate all these, please. All I am giving you assignment now.
So 10800.
Calculate, please. Calculate all that. Calculate for this thing.
The slide is not.
Huh?
The slide is not there, sir.
I am not sharing that one. You calculate and tell me the future value for each case. Future value for each case, please calculate and tell me. So first case is how much? First case is how much?
So 10,800.
First case
10,000.
So future value here is how we'll do that? Present value into future value. Future value is this rate.
Right.
Then what will do?
number of years.
Rate divided by cumulative, isn't it? Then this, okay, period, okay, period I'm sorry. Okay, suppose the period, one is period. Period is, say for example, 5 years. All are 5 years. All are 5 years. So we need to find out what will be the value at the end of 5 years. So the future value equal to the rate, okay, divided by divided by 1, and the number of period is this one, multiplied by 1 cumulative, then PMT is 0, future value is, present value is this. All are getting me or not? So my amount will be these things. Are you getting me? Hello?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
This is my
Yes,
future
sir.
value. If that is compounded annually. This compounded cumulative means what? Compounded annually. This is compounded 2 yearsly, means 2 times in a year. This is 4 times in a year, and this is 12 times in a year. So in that way, my cumulative is growing. You see, so that I divided by cumulative. So you see, if that is one bank is giving you that is 8%, but that is cumulated annually. Cumulated annually. Another one is, another bank is offering the same interest rate, but that is cumulated monthly. So you see, this is the future value, but here you see the future value. There is a difference. So from here, we need to calculate the effective interest rate. Can anybody tell me how much is the effective interest rate in all cases? Effective interest rate in all cases. This will be 1 plus this one divided by the cumulative to the power cumulative minus 1. This is the kind of thing. That means here 8%. Here effectively we are getting 8.16%. Here effectively we are getting 8.24%. Here effectively we are getting 8.3%. So this is the effective interest rate. This is the effective interest rate. You might have seen your National Savings Certificate. They are offering your quarterly compounding. Sometimes that is monthly compounding. Sometimes that is half yearly compounding. All that. So in that case, effective interest rate we need to find out. This is called effective interest rate. How that is calculated? 1 plus R divided by the number of times compounding in a year to the power number of compounding minus 1. So this is effectively what is my rate that we need to calculate. Somebody is saying something. Bhaskar. So everybody understood this part or any doubt is still there? Everything is same here. You see, rate is same, period is same, amount of my investment initially that is same, but only difference is this. Only difference is this part. Because of this one, the rate is different. Effective rate is different. This is the effective rate calculation. So please practice all those, and in your exam, this time value of money will be there. So, under time value of money, so many type of questions. Under the sky, anything that is there in time value of money that will come. Because I expect that you should understand the concept. And wherever that is applicable, you can apply. And we have seen both ways, manual calculation or as well as Excel. Don't put only the answer, because I have done in Excel. Sir, I am putting only the answer. Maybe you called somebody, ऐसा अली भाई बताओ इसका आंसर क्या है, तो बता दिए, तुम लिख दिए, तो मुझे कैसे पता चलेगा? How would I know that you have done? Right? So please show me the process. How you arrived at that value. Otherwise, you will not be rewarded. Okay. So any kind of you can expect any critical kind of your question in time value of money, that will be there. Critical मतलब critical. ऐसे नहीं क्वेश्चन नहीं आएगा कि इसका प्रेजेंट वैल्यू क्या है, फ्यूचर वैल्यू क्या है. नो, नॉट एक्सपेक्ट. Okay. So practice karo. So many questions are there in your book. These are very simple thing. We should not spend time on time value of money, but since this is a chapter that's given and we have not yet completed other chapters so far, so that will be there. First chapter, introduction chapter, Indian financial system, those are things also you see. And this is the last class, I believe, before you go for midterm, right? Yeah, you have any other class is there?
One more class next week.
Next week, one more class. Okay, then. Good. Good. Okay, still, if you have any query, please ask me.
So please share the
Recording
recorded
stopped.
session to the
Yeah,
classroom.
I'll share. I have already shared you the Excel file.